Okay, there we go. I finally sized correctly. Not like this. That's such a cute emote, man. Let's go!
In the last few days, our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous source. A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard the Xianzhou La Fu. Today, we're lucky to have with us in the studio the La Fu Skyfaring Hellmaster Madame Yukong, as well
Oh, Yukong
as
potato!
Mr. La Cha, a traveling merchant currently staying on the ship. Madame Yukong, what's the latest on the La Fu situation?
Well, for the most part, the Stellaron crisis has been brought under control.
Oh, they're so
We've
cute.
evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
I see. Mr. La Cha, I hear you experienced the crisis firsthand. What was it like on the ground?
Well, I was trapped in the Law Fu's Cloudford Harbor at first. It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers that I was able to escape unharmed.
They're so
That's
adorable,
the
these little
Xianzhou
chibi.
Alliance. I knew you guys had everything under control.
I should mention that over the course of this crisis, we've witnessed a lot of suspicious activity. We believe the infamous Stellaron hunters are responsible. We now have 2 suspects in our custody, Blade and Kafka. Unfortunately, their accomplice is still on the loose.
Oh, you're talking about the hacker girl, right? Silverwolf?
Oh, several
I heard
people.
she infiltrated the Xianzhou systems. They say she leaves behind a calling card.
Like this one.
Exactly, just like...
Technical difficulties.
Your fake ID info is ready. This place is different from the rest of the space station. We're on Genius Society turf. Alright, let's get going. We have to move quickly. Not what we're looking for. It's a bait signal.
Bro, she's so cool.
You can challenge the space station. But challenge me? Good luck.
Oh, the girlies are fighting.
Welcome to Billabong's History and Culture Museum.
Oh, the museum.
As you can see, the interior looks brand new.
Museum map, let's fucking
But
go.
We're in a bit of a bind. Our exhibit was stolen.
A fucking hug.
Yo, hello.
Hey, yo.
Let me take a look.
Oh.
So these are the suspects.
Let's settle this.
Oh, he's so bad. I think I'm gonna pull for him, actually. I've been thinking about it.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
The music's popping
Yeah.
off.
And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
She can end me anytime.
Oh, they little cheapies.
You chibi babies. Look at her. Look how cute.
Get your codes.
Get your codes here. My little times over
50,000
here.
credits.
Oh, let's go.
Woo! And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. As always, it's your host and good buddy Albert. Welcome to the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 Galactic Roaming Special Program.
Hello, good to be here.
Look at the little
We've
cheapies
invited
and legs
3
crossed.
special
Do
guests
the
to be with
Genshin
us on the
chibis
program.
move? I've never watched like the special
Introducing-
program that well.
Hi guys, my name's
Yeah,
Lola
they moved
Safon,
it.
and I voice Silverwolf.
Hey folks, my name's Craig Lee Thomas and I voice La Cha.
Hi everyone, I'm Dawn M. Bennett, and I voice Yukong.
Pleasure to
Is she
have
Beto?
you with us. And now, without further ado,
I'm not supposed to tell you.
The Honkai Star Rail version 1.1.
Oh, look at him clapping.
Well, judging from the trailer we just saw, it looks like all 3 areas got some updates. Herta Space Station, Belobog, and the Xianzhou La Fu.
I don't know if you noticed, but Silverwolf got the first bit of screen time. Just saying.
I love their little wavy thingies.
I hear our notorious Stellaron hunter is planning another visit to Genius Society territory soon. Let's take a close look at this little troublemaker.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's who
Cute.
you've been waiting for.
I know. I have so many polls saved.
Are you going for ease?
Nah.
Nah.
Any extras going to like
If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, the first time we saw this mysterious
is.
girl was back at the start of the story.
That's right. It's hard to keep an air of mystery when you're the first one on the scene, but...
I think she couldn't have timed it better.
I like the little
You
chibies.
could-
Yes. Look at them. They lift the little
What role
hand.
does Silverwolf
The, like,
have
magical
within the
girl
Stellaron
one.
Hunters?
She's a super hacker,
Dude with the
essentially.
staff.
Lots of technical know-how. If you've got a hack, she's got your back.
It's kind of scary how good she is.
Yeah.
Hacking the surveillance system on Herta's space station? Not easy. That's how she located the Stellaron.
Let's not forget the Xianzhou. She hacked into the Lawfu's systems and guided the Astral Express crew onto the ship.
Hey, you guys know that this is all pretty illegal, right?
Yeah. I guess what we're trying to say is Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all defense systems. That's why she's useful to the Stellaron hunters.
I see. Second question. What's with all the gaming paraphernalia?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask that too. A console here, controller buttons there. It's a vibe.
Well, this probably won't come as a surprise to anyone, but she's a gamer. In fact, she sees the universe as a game in itself, and she's playing to win. She actually uses a lot of gamer slang in conversation.
Oh,
Not
God.
everyone picks up
Gamer
on that.
slang.
Got it.
That's a thin line to cross without being like
Oh,
cringy.
shut up.
You could say that.
I know I'm gonna like
She's
it anyway.
also not great at socializing.
She's not great at
Oh, she's-
socializing.
Is
Oh.
she like me for real? For real?
I guess she does have a lot of friends.
Hold up a second. She's an outgoing nerd with poor social skills and a lot of friends. That's quite the combo.
It's me.
Well, if you struggle to make friends, why not create your own?
Melissa, you're talking
Whoa.
about imaginary friends, right? I'm not sure that counts.
Oh. Okay, let me explain. I'm talking about the AI modules in her weapons. See these little guys on her character artwork? That's friend. There's devil. This one over here is white collar. Oh, and this one's servant.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, they're pretty adorable. When Silverwolf talks about her team of professionals, she's talking about these guys.
Hold on a second.
I like
Since
the
when
little
did AI
sunglasses.
become so
one.
adorable? Clearly, we're making it real easy for the machines to take over. It's thanks to Silverwolf's hacking skills that she's been able to forge such a fearsome reputation at such a young age. Let's take a look at her strengths.
Well, Silverwolf is a quantum-type character following the path of nihility. She can apply different debuffs to enemies to improve her allies' combat superiority.
The
Them
seven.
showing it at the starting of the game with like
Seven
7 damage.
damage.
Enemies. The weakness she inflicts
I feel like they
matches
should have just done it at like level like 80 to just make it seem like crazy OP, not like 3 damages.
Hey, 7 damage is 7
Which matches
damage.
an enemy's weakness. Silverwolf can create a weakness that will correspond to an ally's existing strength.
Exactly.
Hey,
In
yo.
addition, every one of Silverwolf's attacks has a chance of inflicting the enemy with a random bug. There are 3 kinds of bugs, which reduce the enemy's attack, defense, and speed, respectively.
No.
And outside of combat,
This is why I wanted her
Silverwolf
for the
can use
bugs.
speed
I want
to attack an
her.
enemy and enter battle. Regardless of enemy weakness, she deals damage to all
That's
enemies.
fucking
and
shit.
Oh my
increases their toughness.
god.
If Silverwolf breaks an enemy's weakness with her technique, it triggers the quantum weakness break effect, right?
Yes, that's right. What else was I going to mention? Her ultimate. Silverwolf's ultimate has a high chance of reducing the enemy's defense in addition to dealing damage.
I love that animation. It's like something out of a rhythm game, right?
Albert's me for real.
I'm starting to see what you mean by the universe being a game to her.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't stop there either.
Oh,
Did I
she did the
mention
wrong
her
emote.
ability names? There's System Warning, Allow Changes, awaiting system response, force quit program. Oh, you get the picture.
Yeah.
I like that.
Was there one called a 10-set guarantee? Ooh, or how about single warp miracle?
That's what I need.
Sadly not. Her ultimate's called user banned, though.
Oh, I know.
Damn, who getting banned?
Banned out of existence.
We're getting banned.
Yeah, I guess the scary ultimate needs a scary name. Well, it's time to move on to the Cienjo's mysterious.
No, I don't have
Love
enough
Job,
pulls.
The traveling merchant. Ooh.
God damn. Dude,
So bad.
what happened in Genshin? Like, why are these men so
Right
hot?
off the bat, man knows how to dress. Elegant look, gentlemanly demeanor, but they say he's hiding a secret. What do you think? Good guy or villain?
He seems very suspicious.
He says.
Really? How so?
Homogus.
Imagine some guy waltzes into your hometown dressed like an aristocrat from another planet, but he knows all the local customs. You'd be a little taken aback, right?
Hey, I think you're being a little hard on the guy.
And he carries a
Some
big-ass
tourists
coffin.
Do their research.
Well, don't you think his healing abilities are a little
It's for all the-
mysterious? They came in pretty
Never
handy
mind.
during the Stellaron crisis.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a traveler merchant, I'm gonna want some first aid skills under my belt.
Exactly.
It's a dangerous career.
Career, huh? Are you sure that's how he makes a living? We haven't seen him trade a single thing.
Well, I feel like this guy already made his fortune. Maybe traveling merchant is just what super rich tourists like to tell people.
Jeez, you guys have an answer for everything. Is this the Lacha fan club or something?
Ooh,
Yes.
Let's start one.
Everyone down
what
bad
about the
for
coffin he
real.
carries around with him? Nothing out of the ordinary there, right?
Yeah, you got me there.
Nope.
Mhm, yeah, that's suspicious.
I'm not so sure. Everyone needs a conversation starter, right? Especially traveling merchants. Think about it. If you walk past this guy, the coffin's gonna draw your attention, right? You'll probably ask him about it, and before you know it, he sold you a new set of shower curtain rings.
Oh,
You
shower
know
curtain
something?
rings.
That kind of makes sense.
Pretty smart.
I see.
And if you find people are in need of a few shower curtain rings, I happen upon the finest collection of authentic Cienjo bathroomware. Beautiful stuff. Low prices, too.
Touching the original question here. Is Lacha a good guy or villain?
I don't think we have enough information.
Shower curtain
Alright.
ring lore.
Guess all you trailblazers have to make up your own minds. So, why don't we take a look at his ability?
Ooh, now we're talking.
7 damage. Let's go.
Lacha is an imaginary type character following the path of abundance. For a man with medical knowledge, it's not surprising that he's strong on protection. He can offer healing to and dispel debuffs from his allies. For example, Lacha's skill can restore an ally's HP. When the HP of any ally falls below a certain percentage, Lacha uses his skill on them without consuming any skill points. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Ain't no
No,
way.
say I'm pulling.
Well, I was already thinking about pulling for
It's a
him.
team survival.
Sure is. After
Damn.
unlocking a special trace, using Lacha's skill also dispels a debuff from an ally.
Huh.
Using Lacha's ultimate, Death Wish, dispels one buff from and deals imaginary damage to all enemies.
In other words, if you've got an enemy that's always buffing themselves or debuffing your allies, Lacha has an important role to play.
I'm so down bad for him.
Precisely. And here's something else. Every time Lacha uses his skill or ultimate, he grants himself one stack of Abyss Flower. Now, when the Abyss Flower reaches a certain number of stacks, Lacha deploys a field against the enemy, which lasts for a set number of turns. When the field is active, allies recover a set amount of HP whenever they make an attack.
Oh, cool.
And that's not all.
What?
After unlocking a special trace, attacks against enemies in the field can restore ally HP.
Oh, it's like a force
Damn.
field of healing.
Dude, he seems so
During
cracked.
exploration, when Lacha uses his technique, Mercy of a Fool, his field will be immediately generated
Oh, that's
at
so
the start of the next
sick.
battle.
Sheesh. Mr. Lacha.
Well, time to replace my Natasha.
Mysterious origins and extraordinary skills.
Oh, Yukon potato.
Do we know what element she is?
I don't know. Personally.
There's somebody else.
Imaginary!
we gotta get to. I'm talking about the elegant, sky-faring Hellmaster, Madame Yukong.
Oh, look at
Outside,
look at
From
Ting
commerce, cargo,
Yeah, the art is cute.
passengers, all the way through to the Air Force, the Skyfaring Commission is in charge of all matters relating to flight. Yukong is the head of that commission, so the above falls right under her remit.
Nice. Speaking of flight, it seems like star skiffs are the most emblematic means of transportation on the Xianzhou.
Yeah, they're a common sight in the Xianzhou skies. Yukong can fly them, right?
I'd say she's pretty handy with a star skiff. When she was young, it was Yukong's flying skills that saw her promoted by the general. That's how she joined the Skyfaring Commission. She soon became an ace among the other pilots.
Huh?
Bro,
That's not the story I
her
heard.
chest be jiggling.
All right, you got me. Here's the director's cut. Yukong ran 6 red lights in a row. She was dragged straight in front of the general and...
I get the picture. Sometimes rebels get noticed.
You're only young once.
6 red lights, huh? Disclaimer, trailblazers, don't try that at home.
Oh, Silver looking at
The
her
rebellious streak
phone,
might be a
playing
thing
her
of the
little game.
past,
I
but
mean,
she's still as
so
sharp as ever. Dawn, give us the lowdown.
Coming right up. Yukong is an imaginary type character
The chibi
following the
animations
path
are so
of
good.
harmony. Her skill Emboldening Salvo grants her 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings. When Roaring Bowstrings is active, the attack of all allies increases. Yukong loses 1 stack of Roaring Bowstrings with every allied turn.
In other words, Yukong's skill can increase allies' attack for 2 turns.
You got it. During exploration, using Yukong's technique
Oh, she books
increases
it.
her movement speed for a set time.
She's
It also
hauling
allows her
ass.
to obtain 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings at the start of the next battle.
Ooh, sounds
I
like a
love
good recipe
her
for shaking
bow.
off enemy pursuers.
Using Yukong's basic attack triggers her talent 7 layers, 1 arrow, which deals additional damage and increases the toughness reducing damage of the current attack. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Ah.
When Yukong unleashes her ultimate, Diving Kestrel, she deals imaginary damage to a single target. If Roaring Bowstrings is active,
Damn, that's
its
cool.
effect is
I love
enhanced,
that animation.
increasing the crit rate and crit damage of all allies. Her days on the front lines may be over, but Yukong's
Damn, that's
skills
a 4
don't go
stars
anywhere.
all the animation.
I
Maybe one
know,
day,
we're
we'll get to
getting
see her take flight
fed.
once again.
Ooh, here's hoping.
Man, we're really spoiled for choice with these characters, huh? Still, let's not forget what else we've got coming up. In version 1.1, we'll be welcoming
Yeah,
2
she's only
brand
4-star.
new light cones to the warp. First up, Incessant Rain.
Bubblegum in the rain, huh? That's a mood.
Oh, that's
the
so
Silver
pretty.
Wolf energy is strong in this one.
You got that right. Someone don't want to tidy the room?
So true. She's like, I told you, Kafka. I'm gonna tidy it. As soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
Sure.
The second light cone is the Path
Oh!
of Abundances,
Oh!
Echoes of the Coffin. It looks like a snapshot of Latcha
Oh,
talking to the coffin?
yeah, look at
Wow,
little
it's like some kind of
saucy.
thorny vines are emerging from beneath the lid.
Getting hot.
So many questions. I get a sense of mystery and elegance, but there's also a kind of tenderness and fragility here. Don't you think?
Well, one thing's for sure. If people weren't curious about Lacha's coffin yet, they are now.
Just a man in his ornately decorated vine-producing coffin. Nothing to see here, folks.
Whatever you say, Craig. Check this out. During the first phase of
Okay,
version
Don Hung
1.1
as the
character
Serval,
warp,
okay.
Contract Zero.
I don't really
Trailblazers
use
can
any of
obtain the
them.
limited
I use
5-star
Asda.
character Silver Wolf.
I thought Hung about to be
During the
hung.
same phase
Oh my
in the
You're
shit.
Don
version
Hung
of
about to
that
be
warp,
hung.
The drop rate of the 5-star light cone Incessant Rain.
I don't have any
will be
wind characters
boosted.
also.
Now, during the
That
second
means
phase of
Yukong's
version
on
1.1
Oh,
Lucha.
warp,
yes!
suit. Trailblazers can
you.
obtain the limited 5-star character Lacha and 4-star character Yukong.
Bless.
They're in the same phase. In the light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone Echoes of the Coffin
Let's
will
fucking
be
Dude,
boosted.
shit.
imaginary eating good in that
The
banner.
hotties.
Version 1.2 rolls around.
It's like you imagine pulling that banner and you lose
Trailblazers
50-50 to
will
wealth.
obtain
It's
the
like imaginary.
4-star character
I'd punch myself in the
Yukong
gut.
for free.
But I have my guarantee.
Details for this event will be announced through official channels in the not-too-distant future.
Nice.
Ooh, awesome.
Whew. Alright, let's take a break for a minute here, but when we get back, we'll be talking version 1.1.
Hey, yo, we're talking about the events next? Oh, the code!
No.
Now we just sit
The
here
code.
and discuss and probably edit this part out because it's so long.
400 gems.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. New
Thank you.
characters and light cones aside, version 1.1 has lots of events and gameplay updates. And a little bird told me there's an event connected to Silverwolf on the way.
Oh, events.
Eyes emoji.
Mhm. I heard the same thing. At the start of the story, Kafka and Silverwolf invaded Herta space station. Kafka's mission was to awaken the Trailblazer. Silverwolf's mission was to help Kafka infiltrate the space station systems and locate the hidden Stellaron. But that wasn't
Oh, she was
enough
gonna kiss
for
us.
Silverwolf.
I can believe that. She's been on the IPC's wanted list for as long as I can remember.
During the invasion, she left behind some kind of digital graffiti.
Cute.
Just her way of letting everyone know Silverwolf was here.
Way to rub it in their faces, Silverwolf. Still, artists need an outlet.
This all sounds like classic Silverwolf energy to me.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the name of her homeworld. Punk Lord. Kind of fitting, don't you think?
Seriously?
No way.
Afraid so. I think she was destined for this kind of behavior. Anyway, in the Star Hunt game event, the Trailblazers receive an invite from the space station's network security engineer, Leonard.
Oh,
They have to help
NPC number
Leonard
500.
locate the digital graffiti hidden across the station and uncover the secrets inside.
Wait, there are secrets hidden inside the graffiti? But if it's all digital... Oh, I bet you need to hack into it or something.
You might be right. We also get to meet a new Genius Society member, one of Madame Herta's collaborators, Screwlum. He'll be helping the Trailblazers too.
Oh, screw
Wait, haven't we seen Screwlem before somewhere?
I think we saw a hologram portrait of him in Herta's office. He's a robot, right?
3P,
A
3C,
robot
3PO.
Genius Society
I mean, not being
member.
able to talk.
Interesting. I bet he's got a few hacker skills up his sleeve. If he's helping us out too, I'm sure we'll be
Oh
fine.
my god, those look like the
You
Dendro wings
know
in
what I found out?
Genshin.
Silverwolf and Screwlum actually faced off against each other once. You can see a snapshot of their fight in the We Will Meet Again.
That's the battle
letter.
pass.
Whoa. Okay,
That's the one you got, right?
Kind of handsome there. Jeez, his portrait really
don't
doesn't
remember.
do him justice.
You know, if you and the light cone need a moment here, the rest of us can head out.
Well, handsome robot.
I
Thanks,
guess
Albert.
this
I
event
appreciate
will
the
be
consideration.
the second time Screwlum's come up against Silverwolf's mischief then. Old enemies locking horns once again.
Ooh, guess it does kind of feel like a rematch.
I gotta mention that graffiti again. Anyone else feel like it'd make for a good tattoo? I feel like some of these characters could pull it off.
I don't think that feature is coming to Star Rail anytime soon.
Oh, what?
But I did hear that the designs are collectible. The Trailblazer can apply them to in-game
Stop.
surfaces and take photos with
Oh,
the
cute.
Nice.
artwork. Collecting the graffiti designs also allows you to unlock the limited 4-star light
Albert's in
cone
there.
before the tutorial mission starts. Complete the
Nice.
event mission to obtain
Look at
all
Albert.
these
Yeah, you're
which
right.
can be exchanged
It's
in
cute.
the event shop for limited light cone special superimposition material.
Ooh,
as well as
limited,
stellar
y'all.
jade.
And so it's
That's
probably going to
another
be like
good-looking
Genshin.
light cone.
Yeah.
Not
The
to change
major
the
update gives
subject
us
or
like a
anything, but I
light
gotta
cone
ask,
or
is
a
that
character.
Albert merch I'm seeing over there?
It looks so fluffy! I want one.
I'm sorry for covering Albert, by the way,
I
y'all.
introduced you to the HypeBC's merchandise department. If you guys had your own merch, they'd be sold out in no time. Or maybe let's just get back to version 1.1 for now. In the story thus far, Belobog has finally emerged from the Stellaron shadow. But there's a lot left to do. The city is going through changes. Any of you guys want to shed some light?
I heard a thing or two. Now that the underworld and overworld are reconnected, things are definitely heading in a better direction. One recent development, Belobog's History Museum is getting ready to reopen to the public.
Museum? I love museums. Aw, don't you wish you could take the exhibits home with you, though?
The only problem is exhibits are being stolen. Anything you'd like to tell us, Melissa?
Oh, wait a minute.
She's a little
I only
gremlin.
just found out they had a museum. How could it have been me?
I didn't say it was you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Prime suspect. Anyway, in the Everwinter City Museum Ledger of Curiosities event, the Trailblazer must help Pela track down clues and recover the lost exhibits.
Nice.
Ooh,
Well,
Pela
done it.
event.
Sounds great.
Well, that's not all. The Trailblazer can take on managerial responsibilities and help run the place.
Oh, let's go.
So
I always
what
wanted
does
to be
that
a
involve
museum
exactly?
manager.
I'm glad you
I was
asked.
actually really
The
excited about the
Trailblazer can do
museum.
things like collect exhibits and enlist other individuals to improve the overall experience for
I
visitors.
remember when you were
After achieving
playing
specific
Do
operational
Bellabog and
goals,
you're
they
like,
can accumulate funds
we're
to
never gonna see
expand
these
the
characters
museum's
again.
exhibits and gradually unlock limited time rewards.
Oh,
such
no,
as
I
the
said-
first aid,
I said that they were gonna be in
crystals, and
events,
self-modeling
though.
resin.
Sounds like fun.
Mm.
I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake.
When the limited time event is over, the museum will remain as a mode within the game.
Ooh.
Trailblazers can return to the museum at any time to check out the collection and catch up with colleagues.
Of course, if you encounter any issues during the running of the museum, please don't hesitate to get in touch with the IPC. Wait, we don't have the service. Gotta get ahead of myself.
Deep breath, Albert. Not everything is an IPC sales pitch.
Thanks, Don. This is what happens if you read commercials for a living.
No worries. Kinda did sound like a useful service. Maybe the IPC should look into it.
I'm sure our Trailblazers are more interested in the content of the new version. Let's get back on track.
All right. A researcher from the space station found a combat simulation program of unknown origin called Stellar Flare, which contains a series of new challenge stages.
Huh? More challenges?
Every stage in Stellar Flare has a challenge theme and corresponding special mechanism. Trailblazers will have to think outside the box and use any advantages offered by the mechanisms to complete the stage in as few turns as possible.
Sounds like the Forgotten Hall to me.
The difference with Stellar Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat. For example, in some stages, using your skill doesn't consume skill points.
Oh.
In others, damage dealt when breaking an enemy's toughness is increased, but the enemy's toughness will be immediately restored.
Huh, sounds pretty cool, but I'm sure Silverwolf will take care of it in one turn.
What if I haven't leveled up enough characters? Is it impossible for me to complete the challenge?
Me for real, for real.
To assist Trailblazers in completing the challenge, every Stellar Flare stage has a trial character suited to the theme.
Yay.
You don't say.
Also, I should actually use them to
Oh,
The
maybe.
Garden of Plenty event. Recently, the cosmos has entered a turbulent
We have a
cycle.
lot of
and
events. I'm
characters are
excited.
unusually active. The reality
Oh,
data
this is like
contained
overflow?
within them has
Yeah.
grown exponentially.
Huh, which means...
It means that over a fixed time period, Trailblazers have a set number of daily attempts to obtain double the rewards from
Double
Payless.
the rewards,
Leveling up.
Odie.
Here
That's
we
fucking
come.
shit.
The next event we're going to talk about is called Lab Assistance in Position.
You're right, there is a lot of
Schilling is
events.
a
Yeah,
Department
I'm
of Implement
excited.
Arts researcher on Herta Space Station, and she's currently preparing research topics needed for the next quarter. However, the Antimatter Legion's invasion has messed up her progress. As a result, Wen Shilling has asked the Trailblazer to help her collect monster materials for use in her research topic. If the Trailblazer collects and submits the experimental materials required on a given day, they can receive corresponding rewards.
I got a question, Dawn.
Fire away.
These are Space Station and Bellabog events, right? Aren't there any events or missions on the Xianzhou Luofu?
You beat me to it.
Oh,
That's exactly what I was about to bring up. In version 1.1, 3 new companion missions are destined for the Xianzhou
Oh,
Luofu.
Bailu.
These
Let's go.
missions involve Bailu, Yinqing, and Luo Cha. As for the specifics, I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. We can't go spoiling all
Companion
fun,
missions that
can
are just
we?
gonna rot in my queue.
Not even one detail?
Come on, John. Can you give us a little something? We're on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah, come on, Don.
All right, all right. Do you guys remember the girl with the blindfold in the opening trailer? And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
I was wondering who she was.
Well, all I'll say is that she and the Xianzhou have a complicated past. And her appearance on the Xianzhou leads to a dramatic encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yin Qing. And that's all you're getting. Sorry. Surprises are worth
Crumbs.
waiting for.
Oh, I hate waiting.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm afraid that's all you're getting. However, I do have a little info on some other updates. Interested?
Sure, I guess.
Well, if nobody's that interested, then
Albert
I
is
suppose
such
I'll
a
just-
mood.
Of course we're interested.
What, are you crazy?
Albert, you're interested, right? That's better.
I
Good
feel
boy.
bad for Mike Wazowskiing
Nicely
Albert.
done, Melissa. The second event, Gift of Odyssey, will also be arriving in version 1.
Login
free
event!
tempo.
The length of this version,
Free
as long
tempo!
as Trailblazers log in for 7 days, they can acquire 10 Star
Damn,
Rail
Don
special
Hung
passes.
looking.
10 free
Hung.
warps? Nice.
Version 1.1 will also see some system updates. When
Nice.
Trailblazers need to obtain leveling materials that only a certain type of enemy can produce, they can instantly teleport to an
Oh,
area
let's
where the
fucking
enemy
Instantly
is present,
teleport,
as
yes!
well as pinpoint the precise location of the enemy on the map with a marker.
Sounds like a real time saver.
Wait until you hear this. Once the enemy in question is defeated, the marker will automatically move to the location of the next enemy. After all
Nice.
marked enemies on a map have been defeated, Trailblazers can continue to pinpoint enemies on other maps. This process can be repeated until all daily respawned enemies of a certain type have been defeated.
Nice.
That's a lifesaver. I barely found my way to the studio today.
There's also a small combat surprise in store.
Oh.
During combat, trotters that have lost their way may randomly enter battle. As long as the trotter is defeated before it manages to flee, additional leveling materials can be obtained.
Enemy
Oh.
geolocation and additional material opportunities?
Yes, we definitely
want-
needed more
Last
material
but not least,
opportunities.
in order
more
to help
maps.
Trailblazers stay in touch, version 1.1 also has a friend chat function.
So you
Oh.
mean, aside from helping friends through support assist, we
I
can
wish I
send
had
them
friends.
messages too?
You got it. Doesn't matter if they're old companions or new acquaintances.
Do we get to use
That's
the
the spirit
stickers?
of trailblazing right there.
Oh, hey, Albert, what's your account? Let me add you.
What?
I need to add you. You can be my personal IPC customer service. What do you think?
Hello. Hey, don't get any ideas because I nearly made up a service that doesn't exist.
So you don't want to add me? Guess I'll just have to hack you.
Wait a minute. We can negotiate.
Yeah, I'm gonna need those account details too.
Count me in. Sorry to jump on the bandwagon here, Albert, but you're a celebrity anchor for the IPC. Everyone wants to be your friend.
Fine, but I'm switching my account the next chance I get. Time for today's third redemption code.
Dude, Albert is so, like, such a fucking mood.
Oh, get your codes.
Oh, a warp ticket!
Well, time flies when you're having fun. Looks like our special program is come to an end.
Oh, darn.
But as the first guest on the program, you guys got any thoughts, reflections, complaints?
Oh, it's been an honor to be on the show, Albert. I gotta say, we covered a lot of ground. Now I'm even more excited for the updates. Fingers crossed I get Silverwolf.
Yeah, seriously, same.
Greg, how you feeling?
I feel like I've got more questions than I came in with. What new directions will
came in.
Lawchat take the story in? Who's stealing exhibits from the museum? And what about those companion missions? Guess we'll have to find out the answers in game.
Yeah.
For real. As for me, well, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'd seen a lot of Yukong up to now, but this was the first time I got to understand her moves and role on the battlefield. She's so cool. I kinda
She
wanna
is
be her.
cool.
Then again, I guess I kinda am her.
I had to double check that for a second, huh? Well, that's it for the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 special program. I want to thank all you Trailblazers today for tuning in, and hey, we'll see you on the flip side.
Aww.
See you in the game.
Bye,
See ya.
Albert.
Later, guys.
You didn't think it was over, did
No.
you?
Oh. Hey, yo.